Alright, so this is a video for iteration 2 of Prometheus. There's a couple little things that I've added. First of all, I want to show you something cool that I did with the music. For every other part of this, we will have the music off so that I can hear myself speak, although the volume and settings have been uh, fixed quite a great deal. I'll throw this on. The entire song is pitched down a bit, like about 15%, and then the gain throughout the song is on a custom curve that Steam let me build. That was pretty cool. So it's some fun playing around with this. But as I'm going to be talking, it's going to be off. Alright, music is off. We're going to go over to gameplay. This is centered now. I couldn't think of anything else to put in the options, so I just centered this. Alright, new game. Introduction, A and D to move left and right, left mouse to attack with short range hammer. It doesn't have to be short range for long. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to create blockers. 2-second cooldown for those. Escape to pause. And some basic instructions on what you do to win. Alright, we have a much nicer lighting environment. If you see the characters a little bit slidey, that is intentional. You start off very slow moving. The time that you have to navigate, like your reaction time to how often can I press a button he does a thing, stays the same. But how quickly he can go from point A to point B is now an upgrade. So you start off as a snail that you kind of just get hit by everything and hope that you survive. And you end as Sonic. Zoom. So right now I think we have a movement speed of like 2 or something, and it goes to 10, I believe. We'll see through that. My shield and my health is almost down, so I'm gonna die one way or another. The slow zones and fast zones are actually making this a lot more enjoyable. I'll get into those in a moment. So this is the new upgrade. This is a side-to-side upgrade. I was going to call it move speed, but that got confusing for some folks that I was pitching the idea to, that you'd move forward. So, couldn't think of anything better to call it than side-to-side. We're going to buy all the upgrades for that. And now, we can move and navigate very quickly. And we can go zooming back and forth. So we are no longer a snail. We are now a beautiful little hedgehog. And as the waves increase, you're going to notice that right around this blue area, which is why I changed up the lighting to make that a little bit more noticeable, because I'm not going to put a trigger box there. The bombs slow down just around when they get into that light. I think I can throw to that light now. Yeah, just past where my bombs would naturally end. They enter a zone where they slow down. It's about 10%. But there's a zone over here, and once we make it to like wave 8, 9, 10, it'll be a lot more obvious. That does the opposite, in fact. It speeds them up, so you have very little time to understand how many bombs are coming at you. You're like, oh shit, that's a lot. But the slowdown zone still provides you enough time to react to it, so it's not unfair. It's not just so many things blazing past you and you just die, but it feels like that. And that's something that I really wanted to go for, and I didn't really know how to achieve. But I'm pretty happy with how it worked out. So that I have one full upgrade. I got to wave 10. And the upgrades do feel a little bit more fair. That, and we'll get some HP too. Yeah. So we can move around, we can take a couple hits. Let's see how far along we can get now. One other thing that I had added was these big bombs, if they take 2 hits, they do about just over half your health. I think it's like 55 damage. So, without any health upgrades, they will 2 hit you and 3 or 4 hit your shields. Every wave increment, they now are more and more common. So not only do things ramp up like quicker, but it's not the same things coming at you at the same rate. Very early on, I think they have like a 2% chance of appearing, but right now by wave 8, I think they have a 10 or 12% chance of appearing. And so when you're getting up there to waves like 17, 18, 19, probably every fourth or fifth bomb, which there's a lot even at this point, will be a bomb that can... Well, with full health, I think it 3 shots you. It 3 or 4 shots you. You end up doubling health. But it's still quite dangerous because they are usually very slow moving, but they speed up to you so quickly that you don't always have the time to throw 2 shots into them. So one thing that's important is that nowhere in this attack speed isn't an upgrade. You always attack at the same rate, although when we get the portals, there's one that like, throws out a bazillion hammers. That could technically be considered an attack speed upgrade. Holy blah. That's wave 18. Oh my god. Alright. And now we go with these. So these are Dazzlers. I don't know if I had a proper name for those before. What they do is I'll throw one there. When they collide with a bomb, they tell that bomb to betray its friends and go start a life in Las Vegas. They're inspired by the Hypnoshroom from Plants vs. Zombies. I was playing a lot of Plants vs. Zombies and looking into like old game design documents. And I had the idea of, hey, zombies don't really think all that much, and bombs don't really think all that much. What's a funny purple-looking thing that I could do? I think hypnotizing them, and that's the Disco Zombie from Plants vs. Zombies. Served somewhere between Hypnoshroom and the Disco Zombie. I thought the idea of like this little, what the heck is it called? Shader graph? No, it's a particle effect. That's what it is. This little particle effect where it's like the like dazzling stars. That almost looks mesmeric. I could be looking at that and walk into a door. So that's what they've been changed to do. Previously it was a polymorph, but that was way too chaotic and kind of was more detrimental than helpful to the game. These little green ones, they can heal you. If they hit the ground before they hit a bomb, they can heal back some of your health, but they can never heal the city because, I don't know, the wounds are forever. So there ends up being a point where you end up more durable than what's behind you. Almost like you're kind of Superman protecting things from collateral damage. And I think that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna end that off there with earning 666 in wave 19.